Hello everybody, how are you doing? I'm doing your May the 22nd daily tarot card reading. I appreciate you guys listening. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, or comment. So the oracle cards today. Now sometimes when I shuffle the oracle cards, like cards fall out before I ask the question. So sometimes I have like a choice of like, I might redo it when I ask the question and see which one is more relevant, okay? So anyway, so here we have the Five of Raphael. I'm going to start actually in the back. So you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. The second card is you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. And everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Okay? So for some reason I thought that this set of cards that popped out made more sense with the energy that was going on, but just take those with a grain of salt, okay? Okay, so the tarot card, the first one is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is he's the type of person who travels often from person to person. So he may not be like a stable spouse or partner. If he's in a relationship, he may be in between lovers and having more than one. So he's crying over spilled milk because he maybe did something inappropriately. Maybe that's normal for him, but whatever he lost, he feels sad because he knew it had value. So the next card is like, oh wow, I just realized what I really had. I really should have taken better care of it. Let me see if I can go back and go get what I lost, okay? And so, well, the person feels betrayed because as he goes back to get whatever he lost, he's like, oh my gosh, wait, justice said I don't deserve it. I can't believe I don't deserve it. Maybe because he's so used to traveling back and forth in between partners, the Knight of Wands, that he's not used to being told no, or he's not used to losing something of value. Maybe he just thought, having a bunch of dimes is better than having something of value. So the next card is in regard to charity, okay? So there's some type of justice in regard to charity. So say for instance, a cheating lover or spouse wants to gain wealth from his partner only when they have wealth, but when they don't have wealth, they're jumping from partner to partner. So there's some type of justice saying, no, you cannot have what you want because if you wanted it, you would have treated that person fairly. Okay? So the person, the Knight of Wands, which could be a Sagittarian energy, it doesn't have to be Sagittarian sun sign, it could be sun, moon, rising, or somewhere in your chart. So here we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is a card about finding information. So it's as if this masculine Knight of Wands is saying, well, if I can't have you, who has you? Let me figure out what's really going on so I can figure out. I don't know what he's trying to do. He cried over the situation, so I don't know if he's trying to get it back. He tried to, but failed. So he's gathering information, okay? So what he desires to obtain could be a Queen of Pentacles, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is a feminine who's working on her money. And so this could be his karmic partner, okay? Maybe she's working on her money to pay bills, okay? So really and truly, it's possibly a Cancerian energy or water sign energy, feminine. So maybe perhaps that was her work energy. Maybe she's a karmic from a work situation, okay? So, and if you didn't hear that, a work situation, sorry for the noise. So anyway, the Queen of Cups is maybe her domestic energy, okay? So with her money, she has bills. So maybe she's not even on her bills. So she's bringing in money, but it's going back out the door to pay bills. But in regard to her domestic energy, she may be doing pretty well because there's some type of success going on in her domestic and or emotional life, okay? So here we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles has to do with like family, wealth, and income, like good things financially. Maybe perhaps it has to do with reaping what you have sown, okay? So maybe perhaps this Queen of Cups has done a lot of work in regard to her home or in regard to her career. And so now she's reaping the benefits, whether it's financial or not. It could just be a good name or a good reputation, okay? But some type of financial benefit or something that could be long standing as far as status in the community, okay? This wealth could be tied, I'm not sure how, but this wealth could make the masculine energy, so the Knight of Wands, the Sagittarian energy, it could make him feel a bit powerless, okay? This is a well-known person. He might have been the one who was crying over spilled milk because he didn't value something he had until he lost it. And so the next card here is the Death card, transformation. So this Emperor could be the King of Cups, so it could be her similar energy partner. And so the thing about it is that, wow, we have the Devil reverse card, okay? The reason why he's feeling powerless, because he's going after her for her money. It didn't say anything about love, okay? So as the woman, so in a previous reading, I was doing something about a feminine who was being cheated on. And so her goal was to get out of the situation. So to financially uplift herself so she won't be entangled with a person who has multiple women, okay? So that's kind of a negative energy from the masculine who's probably her husband, because it almost seems like he should have genuine love. It seems like maybe he has a jealous type energy. So this masculine, this husband is indecisive. What is he indecisive about? So there's some type of separation between these two, the Queen of Cups and it could be King of Cups, okay, as the main energy or the main person that is relevant. So there's some type of illusion, okay? I don't know what the illusion is. The illusion is causing a situation to not move forward, or I think the whole situation could be an illusion, okay? So the masculine is saying to himself, wait, I'm far away from this person that I want. I don't know. I don't think he understood what it was that was before him, okay? And that's why it's like an illusion. Like, he couldn't see the real deal. He couldn't see clearly, okay? So it's not moving forward because as he tries to obtain this person, he can't because he maybe mistreated her in the past, okay? And she understood her value, whereas he didn't. So he can't just come back in the picture when things look good financially. So the next card here is the Page of Pentacles, okay? So the Page of Pentacles has to do with good news about money. So this masculine is going through a transformation. He's indecisive. Maybe his transformation has to do with, how do I treat people? Like, do I treat them well because they have money? Do I treat them well because I show love and I care? You know, because that's the right way to think about people. But he may be going through a transformation, okay? So he's indecisive about a Page of Pentacles. He's indecisive if he's going to go after the woman with the finances in check. Maybe. He's indecisive because there is a separation, okay? But maybe as he looks across the street or however far away he is, he sees maybe stability on the other side. It's like, okay, if I would have stayed in my place, I could have had all of that stability, okay? Now, let me see. Alright, so the next card is, this is still in the masculine's energy. So it's like he's shifting gears. Like before, he was saying, well, my world revolves around wealth. My world revolves around people who have status. I want to be well known. That was him previously. Is he shifting gears now? Is he saying, I have graduated from immaturity. I understand the value of people. Okay? Well, right now, the way that he's looking at it, he's saying, well, I had something good and I didn't treat it right, and now I see it as a loss. And that's why he was crying at the beginning of the reading. So, likewise, because he didn't value what he had, now he's looking at a loss of intimacy with his past partner. Okay? He's also looking at a lack of unity in a home with this person who was of value. So I don't know if now when he looks at people, potential relationship partners, he's saying, is this person a good person? Not saying, does this person have wealth? Is this person well known in the community? What will my friends think? Maybe he's changing the way he sees people. Okay? He's looking at life through a different lens and saying, when I look at people, I do see the illusion now. Now I have to choose very carefully and find people of value to try to dedicate myself to in my future. So, okay. So now we have the Six of Swords reversed, which has to do with blockages. Okay. So I was wondering, what was the blockage? The blockage has to do with him wanting to take a leap of faith. Like, I understand now. The problem is that even if he understands now, he may not be able to take the leap of faith because maybe perhaps he has been shut out of a relationship, okay? Maybe the door has closed on that communication between the two of them, okay? And now he's saying, well, I've learned something from my past mistakes. Maybe he was intuitively led to see the value in this person, okay? Let me see, what was this card? Okay, the Fool, taking a leap of faith, following your intuition. Okay, I think I'm okay so far with what I just said. So, I think what he's saying is, I understand what I did wrong. I need to heal from this so that I can. Okay, now, as he's trying to heal from this, is there some secret that he's figuring out? That's why I went back to the High Priestess card, okay? So, he's trying to heal from this to have a new start. Okay, so I wonder if he's saying, let me heal myself first, because as I heal myself, perhaps the door will open back to me to go back to that past partner that I didn't treat properly. Maybe that's what he's thinking. So, here we have the Justice card, okay? I think the Justice card, I'm not sure if it came out before. But anyway, so I think it did. Okay, so here we have the King of Cups. I think this was the main masculine figure. And so, High Priestess. So I don't know if it's explaining that he was dealing with the High Priestess. I'm not really sure. Or it's just that he's learning from his mistakes and gaining wisdom, one of the two. He's saying, well, I didn't understand who you were. I didn't understand your value. Now I see how wise you are. You didn't see the world the way that I saw it, but the way you saw it actually might have made sense. Okay, one of the two. So I'm not sure from her perspective, or I don't know if it's saying as he uses his intuition and gains wisdom, he shifts gears. Let me think about it. Anyway, this is kind of interesting. It could be, okay, it could be that these are the two partners here, okay? The King of Cups is the masculine. The High Priestess here, I don't know if that's a woman. Say, for instance, the High Priestess could have been like an older female in his life who he thought was wise, and so he was following their instruction. And then, so now he's trying to shift gears to the Queen of Swords, the person he mistreated, okay? Now this being under the Justice card, let me see what came before it. Okay, what came before it was he's trying to get a new start. So I think it's just saying he's shifting gears from some other person speaking in his ear and giving him guidance and trying to shift back to his actual spouse or soul partner. I said soul partner, soulmate. He's trying to shift gears, but the Justice says, you may have gained wisdom now, but you should have had it before. Like he's kind of scratching his head at this moment saying, wow, how do I get that back? So he's trying to strategize because Justice might be protecting the other party, the party that was mistreated, okay? Or forsaken. So So with the masculine not obtaining what he desires, he might do his normal thing, which is go out, socialize, party, something like that. And so maybe he's trying to find another partner to have a new beginning with. Okay, my. What is he going after? Maybe abundance. So maybe he's like, well, I can't get what I want. I might understand it now, but it doesn't help me any. So let me go back to my old way of thinking. That could be one thing. Or it could be that he sees the partner of his dreams now. One of the two. So here we go again. He's trying to have a new start. What if he goes out to party? What if his feminine works at a bar? Okay? So I don't know if this could be where his feminine works. And I don't know if that's a bar or a grill. I mean, I said a grill. Or a lunch or dinner restaurant. I'm not really sure. Something festive, something. Just any type of social gathering, okay? Maybe his ex-partner works at a social gathering location. So it seems like he's trying to get a new start. So I don't know if he's trying a second time to deal with the same person or not, or this is a new person he meets when he's going out trying to forget about his troubles. Okay? So he's trying to get a new start. He hears news. So you're out hanging out at some restaurant. So it's a masculine, so he's hanging out with the boys, okay? And all of a sudden somebody says something to him that is maybe important. And whatever the message is, it has something to do with work. So because there was a quarantine, maybe the work had stopped. And so it's kind of explaining that, like, hey, that job that you haven't been back to since such and such a time. And then he's saying, hey, they would like you to come back to work. And so that message is in regard to the King of Cups, okay? So King of Cups energy could be a Scorpion energy, could just be a water sign energy. So he just has a job in a helpful field. Okay, so yeah, it's explaining that it's a contract. So it may be a salaried position. So it's time to go back to work, is the message he heard. It's a job, a line of work that he really enjoys. The problem is there's something going on now. The thing about it is that this card came out horizontally, but the energy for it felt like it should be in the reverse. So it's almost like they're allowing the workers back, but there's not really a set promise of continuance. So maybe I'm not sure. I don't really want to say it and give people ideas, but it's kind of like they're kind of observing the workers and making sure. I don't know if they're staying on task. I don't really know what they're observing the workers for, but for this particular worker, it's something not definite about the energy. So I don't know if in the past it was salaried. I really don't know. So that energy depends on where you work. This is a general reading. So the thing about it, though, is that the masculine is attracted to this line of work. Okay, so see, there's something, I wanted to say triggering, or I don't know. There's something about this work situation that it's like good news. Like, of course you can come back to work, but it's a feeling of things maybe are not the way that they used to be. And so that makes the masculine feel defeated. And so it's almost like he's defensive. So I don't know if there was some scandal going on before work was halted. I don't really know. He's feeling defeated. Is that his intuition telling him whatever change is not for his benefit? I'm not really sure. No, he's feeling defensive perhaps because so I don't know if something's being renegotiated or if there's some type of argument, like people are not getting along. I'm not really sure what's going on. That's interesting energy. I'm not sure. So something about unequally yoked. I feel like there's some type of meeting in the office or something like that, discussing something. And I don't know. So okay, I'm gonna give you the next card. So it's like, hi. So I don't know if this social event was a boss who contacted, because did I have a message? I'm not sure. Okay. So yeah, I'm wondering, was this like some type of lunch date with a former boss or someone from HR? I don't really know. Um, so anyway, we have the Tower card as the last card here for the 22nd of May. And so this card has to do with, as I stated, either a renegotiation, an argument, something like that, like a disagreement. And so there's some type of message that is relevant here. And then Knight of Wands about, oh, guys. So anyway, yeah, it's some type of negative news here. So for this King of Cups, it almost seemed like he valued money. And because he valued money over people, it almost seems like things are kind of shifting and flipping around. So it's like the people he should have valued, and I don't know because I can't remember back past readings what his personality was. But at this point, like money is not working in his favor, or maybe perhaps karma is kind of kicking in for some reason or another. So I don't know what happened. Okay, but it just seems like for the King of Cups, maybe in relationships and in work, maybe things aren't panning out the way he thought they would. Maybe he thought they would be in his favor. Let me see if this is relevant. It says, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. I'll repeat, everything happens for a reason. So even if you don't know the reason, I don't know. The High Priestess card came up several times. So a lot of these things that we go through are life lessons. Okay? So even if you feel down today, maybe perhaps in the future you would say, oh, that's why that happened. Because I needed to learn how to treat people, not according to their amount of wealth, but according to their character, you know? So I don't know if this should resonate for you or not. If it did resonate, maybe you might feel bad, but as I stated, life is a learning lesson. We continue to learn as we go through life, okay? So if you do appreciate the reading, feel free to like, subscribe, share, or comment. Thank you for listening, and please visit my channel again in the future, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.